Alright, so I just found like the worst, probably the worst redesign I've ever seen, like on a pure like gameplay standpoint, and just as a like a overall design language standpoint. And for context, it's from a kind of obscure, well, not obscure anymore since like some YouTuber talked about it, but I knew about it before that video dropped. It was obscure. It's called Gregory Horror Show, and it's like it's kind of like a survival horror, maybe like adventure, but it's not scary. It's like friendly, and there's like puzzles you can do, and I'll actually show you some gameplay right here, and you can see like you can see it here, and then you can compare it to these screenshots that have come out recently. So I'll switch it here, and let's look at pictures for a little bit. I just pressed the half. Turn slower. I just pressed the halfway mark, like right here. You can see the overall like language of it. Let's skip forward a bit. This is night number 3. And what you do in this game, you have to get these residents' soul. You have to you have to get their souls here, as you can see. I'm actually playing through this, and it's not a very fun game to play, but the aesthetic here is good enough for me to keep playing. Like I don't mind if a game's not fun, as long as I can like the aesthetic is good, I'll keep playing it. So that's that, right? Now let's go. The creator has actually made a Kickstarter here. You can see he's trying to kickstart Gregory Horror Show right here. Let me turn this lower too, and you can kind of see the problem we're already running to here. You can see how it's in 2D, how they're circular, they're rounded. And it's like what the hell. And let's go further down here, and you can see he basically goes over like whatever, like 4 series, 2 minutes, yeah. And he said game released in PS2, and basically since it's getting, I don't know, popular online or something, he's doing this Kickstarter, and he's making it as you can see here, clear a roguelite. He's turning it from like a puzzle horror game to a roguelite. It's like, what the hell? You can see here, genre, he's turning it from like a survival horror puzzle cube type game to a action roguelite. So he's basically turned it to something that was kind of unique for the time to a generic indie game. Like that's basically he's turned it from an actually unique aesthetic in game to a generic indie game, and you can see how different it looks. And he's actually included like a something you can directly compare it to. He's been so kind to show a side by side image. I think down up here. I forget where. I have it here anyway. So you can see the side-by-side image of the same character. And let me zoom it in. Let me zoom it in for you. Control plus. Can see here. Oh my god. Alright, so you can see how this one has a more cube like shape. And then and then I want to really zoom in here since it's a bit smaller. You can see here how it's more rounded. See, that's left, that's the original design. That's the new design from the game. Again, this is the original design. That's the new design. It's like, I don't get it. Why would he do this? This looks objectively worse. Like, you cannot tell me that right looks better than left. You just can't. I don't. And of course, it's full of like positive like comments on the Kickstarter, cause you know they're trying to pay for it. And this is literally. Let me scroll all the way up. Oh my god, this is kind of annoying. Anyway, you can see the comments here. They're just positive. Like, but cause of course they are. Anyway, enough about that. Here's the. Alright, let's look at the gameplay again here. You can see you're just walking around solving these puzzles. And look at what they're turning it into. Look at this shit. This literally looks like a mobile game. He's turned it from this. Let's play this again. Let's play a few clips again. You look, solve a puzzle. Go forward. So let's do this. Let's do this again. Look at the cinematic. Walking. Turn it from that to this. To this. Look at this. It's actually terrible. Actually, yeah, we can compare. This is the lizard. And this is night one. This is night one, right? I think. Is it night one? I think she was the lizard. Alright, it's been a minute since I was on this part. Whatever, I don't care. Anyway. You can... Alright, whatever, I won't... So look at her. Just, like, what the hell? All the things are flat. And I get... This is probably in development footage. But, like, that doesn't excuse the fact that it looks terrible. It legitimately looks terrible. Like, this game looks like shit. And that's the thing with these fucking indie devs. It's like, they need, I don't know. It's also the thing with, you know, the modern, like, creators. Like, they take something they've made, and then they just redesign it to make it look 10 times worse.